Welcome back to the Empowered Woman, Badass, and Unfiltered podcast. Your host, Olivia, here. And this is going to be one of those episodes where I'm just telling you all the tea about my life and like the lessons I've learned throughout the month. And oh my goodness, it's been a lot. Um, there is good, bad, ugly. I think that's just how life is, though. But there's some pretty good lessons in here. And I'm ending the month feeling super, super happy. Now I'm going into June now with a breath of fresh air, a newfound perspective. Getting there has been difficult to say the least, but regardless of that, that doesn't matter. I'm there, and I'm so flipping pumped. So I kind of wrote these things down as they were happening because I just get random thoughts and I'm like reflective sometimes. I just when I get the thought, I like put it down and like, okay, what's the lesson in this? And I have it in my Google Doc. So I'm going to be reading what the lesson was, and I'm going to give you the context to it and where I'm at now, because I'm going to explain where I was in the situation. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get to it, because listen, this one's pretty good. I'm proud of I'm actually proud of this one. And that takes a lot because I don't be like proud of stuff. Anyway, um, so the first realization that I had, and it was honestly after Mother's Day. Um, so Mother's Day at the restaurant was very hard. I mentally prepared myself for the guest to be difficult. I mentally prepared myself to be in a position where somebody was going to spit on me. Seriously. So nobody did, by the way. That didn't happen. That did not happen. But I should have prepared myself in a different area, because I was very disappointed in the staff, but I also needed to give grace. So what I realized from that night, because I was really, really upset. I have not gotten that mad at work ever. Ever. um but I asked for this. I asked to increase my stress capacity, and it was there. And I realized that because I was asking to increase my stress capacity, that this is going to be one of the hardest years of my life. And I started saying that for a few days. And then one of my coworkers was like, well, why won't it also be the most rewarding? And that realization as well, along with that, like, yes, there's going to be trials, tribulations. This is going to be difficult. But at the same time, I'm going to have so much breakthrough, so much reward, so much joy, so much happiness from this season of my life. And I mean, my baby, I'm having it first. There's first of everything. And that's super, super exciting. Um, the second realization I had is that I have a higher work ethic than most people. I and I know I shouldn't like compare myself to other people or anything like that, but I have to realize, okay, I have this work ethic. Everybody don't have this work ethic. So everybody's not going to perform at the level that I believe that they can, which is their potential, um, or even a consistent performance level. Because for one, people are not machines, and I get that. I understand that. Um, but they also like a lot of people, they don't have a why, and a lot of people are just going through life. And I have to really lower my expectations on other people's work, because it's just not going to be the same. I'm going to just be disappointed. That was also something I found out on Mother's Day. And it and I also realized, like, my Mother's Day was something else. I'm telling you, like, we did $35,000 in the restaurant. First 25 was great. That last 10 was very difficult. Very difficult. I was bussing tables. Uh I was dealing with a lot, a lot. And I mean, that's Mother's Day at a restaurant. It is. But it was like, do I really want to spend all of my Mother's Days like this? You know? I much rather have, and then I closed. So I didn't get out of there until 1 p.m. I was there, 1 a.m., my bad. But it was very tough for that to be like my first Mother's Day. And it was extremely, extremely uncomfortable. And I realized that I have to be in uncomfortable situations to make massive change in my life. And this is just my season of being uncomfortable. But that change is coming because oh, God is good. God is so good. I'm telling you. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The next lesson I learned is I have to release my stress. Like I can't bottle that stuff up because I get like it's just too much. Like I'm too human. Like I can stay positive for a good amount of time. I can have a good perspective for a good amount of time. But like if I am tired, if I am sick, if I am extremely hungry and a lot of the little T traumas just keep coming. And if I don't do my breath work, if I don't like go and sit in the mud with God, if I don't sit in the mud with one of my friends, then it's just not good for me. My body will slow me down if I don't choose to release that energy. So after Mother's Day, God, a lot happened that day. I went to the gym the next day, and because I only had that one day off because we had inventory, like mid-month inventory, like the next time, and it was hard on everybody. It's hard on my husband too because he had an air show that he was doing, and that he was super stressed. So it was nice to have each other to come home to in that. So this process had made me really appreciate my husband more. But anyway, I went on a 2-mile walk, and then I threw the medicine ball a few times. I banged the battle ropes. I wrecked my body for a good like hour and a half, 2 hours. Went to the sauna, went to the like collectively, like with my 2-mile walk, but went to the hydro massage chair. Such a luxury experience, I must say. If you have one at your gym, you should definitely utilize it and enjoy those 10 minutes or however long they give you. I still didn't feel right coming to work. I still wasn't. I wasn't. And yeah, I also realized that I don't like confrontation, but I absolutely will go there. I absolutely will have the difficult conversations. I absolutely will try to find a resolution. I will tell the truth. I will absolutely tell the truth, even if it hurts somebody's feelings. And I think that a lot of people have a hard time getting to that point um, because they care so much about what other people think. But I'm gonna tell you what, this month May has made me not care about what people think on a whole nother level. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Um, and I think that that's something you should adopt too. Like just stop caring. If you're and I'm not saying to be rude when you're telling somebody something, but I hate gossip. I hate talking behind people's back. So if I have something to say to somebody, I will say it. If other people have something to say about somebody and they're not doing that, but it's causing tension, I will make them sit down and have a conversation. I absolutely will. And that's one of the things that I'm appreciative of this job for putting me in this leadership role of adults and allowing for me to really develop and learn these skills so quickly um, and perfect them as I continue to go on. And nothing's ever going to be perfect, but really taking each situation at hand. And I thank God for the wisdom that He provides me because He provides me with so much wisdom. Um, but yes, like I said, I will go there. um, the biggest shift that has happened after all of that was I stopped negotiating with myself. Like, yes, I still have doubt that pops up and stuff like that, but I'm so much more confident in my ability to learn and get better that slow quickly dissipates when I start to think those limiting beliefs. And I'm like, it's a whole new season. I feel like there was something that happened in May that literally just shifted. And it was just like, I'm free. I feel so free. I will say that I did read a book Um, I listened to it. You can find it, it's free. It's the How to Play the Game of Life and Win. I think that's the title of it. Anyway, it's something like that. It was written in 1925. Listen, some of these things are kind of hard for me to grasp, like the fact that like they talk about there's like no evil. It's mostly in the mind, but the, the overall, I'm just like, yeah, let's go for it. And it's our future has nothing to do with our past. We do that. So understanding that we have the power to change the course of our lives however many times we want to, that we have the power to lean on infinite wisdom. God is my superpower this month. God has been my superpower this month, like no other. Oh my goodness. And he's allowed me to really like see that change. And that book is it relates strictly to scripture too. So it's really kind of interesting. Some people might think it's like a prosperity gospel. I don't care. It was good. It's a really good book. I'm still going to listen to it. But it helped solidify that stopping negotiating with myself. Another realization that I've had is taking time to just be and increasing my time in the present moment, like where I'm at, being where I'm at and enjoying those moments and doing those things. Another realization is that the joy is in the journey. You will find joyful moments along the way. It's not just going to come one day after working hard, sacrificing, and whatever other thing you think you have to have in your life aside from the joy that you think you're seeking. I'm going to repeat that again. The joy is in the journey. You will find joyful moments along the way. It's not just going to come one day after working hard, sacrificing, and whatever other thing you think you have to have in your life aside from the joy you think you're seeking. Joy is not found when, it is found now. And being in the now is ever fleeting. And that true realization that everything is temporary, like there's a little annoyances that come and they go. And then just to be and to when things get too hard, you just seek God. Like that's literally where I'm at in my life. That's what made it to me. I'm honestly very grateful for it. Um, I don't want to make this too long. And I've already like gone off with like a bunch of lessons. There were so many other lessons I learned. So many people I'm grateful for in this season. So many things that I'm doing, so many things that are coming up. And it's a game changer. So I don't know if you've been feeling a new wind in your life, if there's been a new perspective for you. Let me know. Definitely share with me. Message me on Facebook or Instagram, and let me know what you've got going on in this season of your life, and if there's any way that I can help you out in this season of life. Um, with all of that being said, I hope that you found this helpful, and you know what to do. Go out and be a badass.